So thank you everyone for joining today. Appreciate giving time from your morning, afternoon, and evening. Today's webinar is about studying Toi Ohomai, which is a part of Tupukinga, New Zealand. It's one of the largest polytechnic and one of the famous polytechnic across the globe. As a part of the famous business unit as a part of the Tupukinga group. Now, I'll ask for a bit introduction from everyone. Now, over to you, Bipul. But good to start from your end, and then we'll take it forward for everyone.
All right. Thank you, Bharat. Kia ora, everyone. Kia ora, as you know, is the Maori way of saying hello, or in Philippines, you say mabuhay, or namaste in India, or ni hao in Chinese. Thank you very much for having me here today. It's my privilege to join your webinar today and probably share my experience and my honest suggestion for what's best for you. And then you probably can make informed decision around your study choices. So my name is Bipul Das, as Bharat has already introduced myself. And I've been living in New Zealand for 19 years. And I came as an international student to study in the same institution at Toi Ohomai, 2005, when I started my journey. So if I can do it, I've taken the pathway as a student, and I'm a citizen of New Zealand now, and I've been privileged and honored to share my experience and guide students over the years. So yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing more information and also looking forward to answering some of the questions later on today. Thank you.
Great. I think one thing I can add here that everybody, I think except me, are somehow connected to Toi Ohomai. To be very fair, either Sun or even Gloria, because of the LI license. Is that correct? So over to you, Gloria. Please, if you can introduce you. Gloria, you're on mute, so can't hear you.
Sorry.
Yep, no issues.
So, magandang hapon. So that's good afternoon in Filipino. I am a Filipino, of course, born in Baguio City. I also came to Australia on a student visa, would you believe it? Like 40 odd years ago. That's telling you how old I am. But I've changed my career from nurse, a registered nurse in my old life. I became a registered migration agent and also a licensed immigration advisor so that I can help Filipinos build a better future. If not in New Zealand, also Australia. But this afternoon, it's all about Australia. Welcome.
Great. I think I will be great. It's good to know about Gloria. You have been RN in the past, which is nice. I'll go to Sun. Sun, over to you.
Hello. My history is probably the same as everyone. I came to New Zealand in 1988. Before there were even any fees paying students. Okay, I came here as a student. I did 1 year high school, and then I went on to attend a university. And I'm originally from Malaysia. I'm now a New Zealand citizen. And yeah, I've been here for like 20 odd years. Because I went back to Malaysia for a while. Yeah. So I'm now a licensed immigration advisor. My background is an accountant before. Yeah.
Great. And I think I'll do a brief about myself. So again, I've not been student in New Zealand, that I can say simply that, but working in international education for nearly 2 decades now. Traveled 50 plus countries, supported indirectly around 18,000 students. So happy to support everyone, guys. So it's a bit long journey, both for New Zealand and Australia. I'm also director for RBS. So just as a bit of rules, what we do before we start, we don't give a bit brief about New Zealand so that everyone know we're on the same page. And again, before I start going in, so everyone who have questions, please ask questions on a Q&A box. Don't raise hand. It's a webinar, so we can't allow you to speak. But at the same time, please put your question in Q&A box so that we can answer accordingly. First come, first serve basis. So New Zealand, again, we are one of the excellent education system, one of the Commonwealth education system, very well versed, and it's part of the OECD country. We have been one of the well regulated education system in all the OECD countries. Now, as we have seen I think this week only, we have got new 2025 ranking came out. Though New Zealand universities were always there in top 500, we have got much more improvement in that too. Universities have gone up, and at the same time, it follows into our TAFE or ITP sector or Tipukenga, pretty well established institutions and well known across the globe. Now, I'll just give a brief, and I believe people will talk about Tipukenga also. It is one of the top 5 or one of the fifth largest institution in terms of TAFE across the globe, and one of the largest in Asia Pacific region with the numbers of students. So it's in around approximately 20 plus campuses and 16 business units for students to come and study in, with a range of I think 1,400 plus programs, if I'm not wrong. And we can see a lot of places. Now, I believe people will correct me a lot of time in multiple places. Going around with New Zealand, yes, there are a diverse range of study options. New Zealand offer around 4,500 programs in private, or sorry, in a tertiary sector. It ranges from private polytechnic and universities. So a lot of options are there. Though it's a small country, but technically we can offer any course what you want in compared to other countries, what we are offering in. Now, it's a safe and peaceful. It's one of the top 10 safest country in the world. We have been peaceful destination. It's not a landlocked country. It's a waterlocked country, which means that there is no borders are attached to New Zealand. Now, yes, you can work while you study in New Zealand. We can work 20 hours part-time and full-time in summer break or term break. And there are options of post-study work right with a lot of benefits. And again, there's a benefit for kind of family coming and staying together and work and spouse working, which I believe our allies will be talking about today. On top, the quality of life, New Zealand is one of the, I say, clean, green destination. I think people enjoy the leisure and the life, the adventure. And again, if you see the pictures, these are actually real pictures. It is not something made up. It's called a picture perfect country, and at the same time, it's good to bring up family. Now, on the simple part, because we'll be talking about the terms of it, levels. So, New Zealand education system is actually also defined as a levels, level 1 to level 10 for a tertiary education. Primarily, it is similar to what you see in other British Commonwealth systems or UK or Australia. We have a PhD and doctoral degrees, which is level 10. We have we have level 9, which is a master's degree. We have level 8, which is PG diploma, PG certificate, or bachelor's honors. We call level 7 as a graduate certificate or graduate diploma, or bachelor's degree, which is a 3-year. Level 6, level 5, and level 4 are certificate to diplomas, which is basically entry towards further study in bachelor's or going towards your entry to the industry, where trade qualifications come in. And level 1 to 3 are actually entry towards schooling or lower level trade qualifications or registration qualification, where we call a trade registered qualifications coming in. But again, today we will be talking more towards level 4 and above. That will be easier from a student perspective. Now, here I hand over to Bipul. This is your area and domain. You can share your screen. Let me know if you're okay, or I'm stop sharing my screen.
Thank you, Bharat. I can do that for sure. Just give me a moment. I cannot share my screen because it says host has. Yeah, sure.
No, but I thought I've opened you up in any case. I believe you can share now.
Let me try. Yes. Thank you.
Great. And again, for everyone, please, you are welcome to ask questions. I can see a few questions coming in. So as and when the questions come in, we'll be answering them accordingly.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, Bharat. I think Bharat has given a very good overview of New Zealand, the education system. and why New Zealand, in terms of the quality of destination, the quality of education. And we're living the life now, Bharat, me, Soon, and few others. So I can testify to that everything he has said is correct. And we call New Zealand a home now. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you for joining our webinar today. I'll keep it very brief and keep it very informal so you don't get information overload, but you can catch the key points that I'm going to talk about today. So, as Bharat has already introduced me, I'm from one of the most well-known government institution. It is called Toi Ohomai Institute of Technology, and I'm proud to call it my workplace now. And this has given me ample opportunities as a student and as an employee. So I'm a strong advocate for this institution because it gave me the foundation. And here I am talking to all of you. So Toyohoma is one of the leading government institution located in the Bay of Plenty region. New Zealand is a very small country. It is not as big as India or Philippines has got around 100 million people. India has got 1.3 billion people. So we only have around 5 million people living here. And the place, so you can see on the map, it's right in the corner of the world, and which is a good thing because you're away from all the noise, all the pollution, and you're in such a beautiful place where you can breathe freely, you can live freely, and the safety is one of the main factors where students decide to come and live in New Zealand because it's a safe place. So we got two islands, North and South, and our institution is located in the North Island of New Zealand, in a beautiful region called Bay of Plenty region. I personally live in Rotorua. That's been my home for last 19 years. And we have campuses in Rotorua and Tauranga, which is very close to Auckland. Auckland being the biggest city in New Zealand, around 1.6 million people living there. That is not the capital. Wellington is the capital, but students reach in Auckland, then they come to our campuses either in Rotorua or Tauranga, depending on the choice of study. And sometimes I get asked when I go overseas, are you in a big city? And I said, no, we are not. And sometimes I feel like, oh, they do want to go to a big city. But when I talk to the students, sometimes they prefer a smaller place where they can be more integrated with the community. The cost of living is cheaper. You can talk to people, you know people by the names. And that is where you get the opportunity in a place like Rotorua or Tauranga, because it is not a very commercial city, but still a lot of opportunities for you to start your studies and build your network. If you look at the population of Rotorua, we have around 80,000 people living here. And in Tauranga, we have around 170,000 people living here. So compared to Auckland, it's very, very scarcely populated. So, as I said, we are one of the leading institution, and we have around 10,000 students across the campuses, around 1,000 staff to support you when you come and study with us. And in terms of the range of qualification, we are lucky that we have right from certificates to diplomas to degrees to postgraduate and master's level qualification. So there's a range of options depending on your educational background, your experience. We have something for all of you, mostly. So you can be confident that Toyohoma has got a choice depending on your relevant qualification or experience. The main campuses are in Rotorua and Tauranga. That is where we have the main, the big campuses hosting students over the years. And it's a beautiful place. Rotorua is one of the most, if you relate to your own country, like in Philippines, I know places like, I know Baguio or where Gloria comes from, or Palawan, Boracay. These are the tourist places. India has got Goa, Rajasthan, those places. So Rotorua is a very popular destination for hosting tourists over the years. And what that means for you is that there are ample opportunities for looking for part-time jobs, while you're studying here, and even looking for full-time employment once you finish your studies. So busy place, lower cost of living, good opportunity for networking, and good opportunity to building your, foundation for your future, from my experience. Tauranga is one of the fastest growing city in New Zealand. We have one of the biggest port in New Zealand in Tauranga, which is giving a lot of opportunities for supply chain and logistics in those kind of roles. Even engineering is quite popular. Healthcare opportunities. Tauranga is a very good place to look for healthcare jobs. It has one of the most beautiful beach in New Zealand, where you can go and enjoy surfing, or you can walk up the Mount Maunganui and look at the beautiful view as you can see on the screen. So absolutely stunning place. I think anywhere you can go in New Zealand, you can be rest assured that you can take a picture and you don't need to edit anything. It comes as it is, and this is the
Totally.
picture. Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
it's a picture perfect country.
It is a picture perfect country. So we are blessed to be living in such a beautiful place, and I think hopefully you can also join our communities pretty soon. Rotorua. This is, again, you can see the colors on the screen. This is the information center. I go past it every day, and you can smell the flowers. You can breathe freely. So, first thing when I came to New Zealand, I think I still remember that day. I could smell the roses. I could breathe, without any pollution around me. And people were saying hello to me, like strangers, even I didn't know. I was feeling a little bit awkward that back in my home country from India, where I come from, people are so busy in their life. They don't have time to say hello to their family members, even, or neighbors. But here, strangers are walking on the street saying, Kia ora, good morning. And then I saw that's very nice. I feel welcomed. I feel like I'm part of the community. I don't feel like a stranger. But I think something you should be. Some emotions cannot be captured in terms of money, and that's where New Zealand comes to the picture. The people connections, the manaki tanga, or the hospitality we call in Maori, is absolutely second to none. There are a lot of communities here, like Filipino community, Indian community, Malaysian, Chinese, Indian, and these communities are there to give you confidence that you don't feel homesick. You can enjoy your food here, and you can still speak in a local dialect when you feel homesick, and you can also have the opportunity to connect with other people around you. So small place, small country, good top quality education, and great opportunity to build your life and also enhance your personality when you grow. Over the years, 19 years, I have learned so many things from my friends from different nationalities, and that has made me the person I am today. It's not only about gaining a qualification, it is about gaining the life skills, the confidence, and being able to help other people as well at the same time. So that is where New Zealand has got ample opportunities for all of you. A couple of snapshots. We have very big campuses in Tauranga and Rotorua. Bharat has already been there, and
Couple
the
of
facilities are
times.
couple of
Yeah.
times. So we have a lot of. You can be rest assured that the money you're investing, you're getting the best services and infrastructure to support your steady learning environment. This is only one part of the building on the campus. This is where the nursing students are studying in the green building, and it's state of the art facility we have. So you can be rest assured that you're learning in applied learning environment. Okay, so I just like to highlight that Toi Ohomai is one of the polytechnic compared to the universities in New Zealand, which is more research based. The polytechnic sector is more applied learning environment, which means that you're gaining a qualification, but you're also learning at the same time how to do the job in the real life scenario. So when I did my tourism studies, I used to go to different places, employers, and I was not just sitting in a classroom, which means that I was gaining the skills and the knowledge being out there, talking to the employers, doing practical skills. and that made me confident to do the job when I completed my studies. So that is what you can expect as a student, that you'll be gaining the skills and the knowledge to say that I can do the job now. I've gained a qualification, but not just on paper, but also in terms of the real life skills. Very, very important. This is the Tauranga campus. Again, absolutely amazing. We have a lot of facilities. We got a cafe, we got free Wi-Fi, we got, if you want to have a haircut, sometimes we have barbering students doing giving free haircuts, so you don't need to spend money on that at times. So again, the facilities are absolutely absolutely amazing. Right, what do we offer to students? We have hospitality, nursing, marine studies, cookery, teaching, engineering, you name it. So depending on your previous qualification, we have something that will suit your needs if you want to be a learner here. Okay, this is not an exclusive list, but again, some of the most popular programs that is offered in Toi Ohomai. We have master's qualification, which is very popular at the moment. I know someone asked on the chat box or the Q&A box, if I've done a degree, can I come for master's? Yes, you can. So if you got a degree and you got a average score of 70%, B average, then you can apply for one of the master's qualification. The new master's that is going to start in November intake is the Master of Applied Science in Biodiversity, which is good for anyone from that kind of field or from the science background, want to enhance the knowledge. Great opportunity for you to learn this program. If you want to be a registered teacher in the early childhood education sector, we have a Master of Teaching in Early Childhood Education. So these masters are for 1.5 years. So you come and study for 1.5 years, and by the time you complete a qualification successfully, the New Zealand government will give you the opportunity to stay back for 3 years more on a post-study work visa, which means you don't have to panic. You can stay in the country and you can work full-time in any field, but get the opportunity to look for a job or an employer related to your previous qualification. So if you do a master's qualification, you can stay back for 3 years after that. And you can also support your family, your spouse to come on a work visa. So I think those things I will let it to the immigration advisors to speak about it, but the opportunity is there. Adult teaching, anyone who's got a different background in teaching or could be from any background, but you want to be a teacher or a lecturer in the tertiary sector, you don't need registration. So that is a good opportunity to do the adult teaching masters or a postgraduate diploma in applied professional studies. Mentoring and leadership, if you think that you got a uh, good background in counseling or career coaching, I think that mentoring and leadership is a good option as well. So I think you just need to, we can do assessment for you. You don't need to worry about choosing the qualification. I think the RBS team is very is the experts on that field. They can guide you and tell you which is the best option for you, and we can help you in that process too. Hospitality, we got bachelors in hospitality, we got postgraduate and masters. We have New Zealand diploma in cookery, level 4 and 5, which is for 2 years. We have bakery qualification. So again, we have something that would suit your needs depending on your background. Right. This screen would give you the fee structure for 2024. So if you look at the fees for the masters, that is for the entire duration. 38,750 New Zealand dollar is for 1.5 years. But you only need to pay for the first year to get a student visa, and then the remaining 6 months you can pay before you finish your studies, before you enroll for the last semester. We do have a thesis masters, which is 1 year research-based masters. Anyone who's got a bachelor's degree in honors in business-related field can come and apply for a Master of Management by thesis, which is research based. And you need to do a research in your chosen field. You'll have a supervisor to guide you in Toi Ohomai. And that opportunity is also there to, if you manage your time properly and you finish your assignments and research, you can also do more than 20 hours if you can manage. So there's no restriction on the hours of work on the research-based masters. Anyone who's completed a high school diploma from Philippines, India, or Malaysia, other countries, they can directly come for a diploma or a bachelor's qualification. So we have really good bachelors in accounting, which is leading to the registration with the Chartered Accountants membership firm in Australia and New Zealand. So that is growing in popularity for many high school students. 3 years degree, and you know that you got a good pathway sitting in front of you for jobs. Excuse me. Right, so November intake, July intake is almost going to start next month, and we are excited to welcome a lot of international students. We are looking forward to giving them the opportunity. I think the one thing, if you ask me from my experience, what makes Toi Ohomai stand out from other institution, I won't be wrong in saying that our support is next to none, second to none. We really look after students. We have a very good team. We know the students' names, what they do, and we reach out to them very often. And we make it fun for them. Fun as in it's not only staying in a classroom, we take them on trips, we take you on different industry experience, we take you to the snow mountains where you can enjoy snow. Some of you might be experiencing it for the first time. So it's not only about studying, but also having the life experience and having fun. And that is the key thing to successful students who are not just sitting and getting a qualification, but going out there and making a good networking while they're studying here. And that's what I did. That's what I did. I built my network. I was talking to people from other nationalities. I was not just gaining a qualification. And that made me the person I am today. And I think that's what you should keep in mind when you decide to come here. Don't limit yourself to just staying in your own group, your own comfort zone. You need to get outside the comfort zone to be successful. That is the key. That is one of my strong advice to all of you. You need an English score, which is approved by the New Zealand Qualification Authority. So either you need 5.5 and no band less than 5 in English in IELTS for a diploma qualification, or for a degree you need at least 6 with no band less than 5.5. If you want to do a master's or a postgraduate, you would definitely need 6.5 overall with no band less than 6, or a Pearson academic score of 58 with no band less than 52. Which means that we are confident and you are confident that you got the English skills and the ability to learn in an English speaking country. So we're not trying to make it hard, but we want to safeguard your future pathway, that you can do the writing skills. You're well equipped to understand the culture, and the learning pedagogy as well is quite different. You can see some pictures here, how we have fun, orientation time. I won't talk about it. I think, I think one of the key things is just networking. Once you come here as a student, talk to people, go out there, volunteer, make sure that you're putting yourself out there in front of the employers. I think that is the key for being successful. So by the time you complete a qualification, you probably would have a job lined up because of your networking skills, because of your volunteering skills. I think that is my advice to all of you, that make use of your time wisely. Very important. Again, as I said, we look after you. We got so many facilities, so many services. All you need to do is ask for help. And even if you don't ask for help, we will reach out to you and say, Bharat, do you need help? How can we help you? So you're not alone. You won't be a number to us. We make sure that you're treated as an individual. We make sure that you get value for your investment, but you also have to do your part. You have to work hard. So we can only help you as much as you want to help yourself. So it's a two-way street. You can see at the end, we would like the best part of a job is, for me personally, is seeing students on the graduation ceremony. And some of them, I've met them overseas in Philippines or other countries. I've guided them, and then I see them with the family members, throwing the certificate in the air and saying, I've done it. I think that's the best part of a job, seeing you successful. And many of them are doing really, really well. I'll be honest with you. Many are buying their own business, starting up their own firms, are in high level positions in different companies in New Zealand. So yeah, it's just a matter of time. Time, perseverance, hard work, networking. I think these are the most important skills you should be keeping in mind. Again, I think that's kind of, I don't think I have much to share, but all I want to say is that do your research, talk to the RBS team, talk to the immigration advisors. Don't just rely on other people. Go out, look at the website, at the course you want to do, and then make an informed decision. And when you come here, you should have your expectation managed, so that you work hard, you do your part, and then with time, hopefully you'll be, a resident or a citizen, as I am or Bharat is,
Great.
over time.
Sure. I think thank you, people, on that. Actually, what we'll do is that we will just cover immediately a further post-study work option and the residence
Right.
pathway. So,
Sure.
Son, Gloria, you're welcome to let me know who want to start or who want to go in, or you want to jump in, or if you want me to cover it up. Either way, over to you, Son or Gloria. You want to cover the post-study work visas and residence with Gloria?
Sure. Okay, I think one thing I want to say about Toi is that I have quite a number of students that I referred them to Toi, and the feedback that I've got from them is very good, and they were very happy. And it's true, many of them have actually achieved great things after they finished their study, which is very, very. I'm very glad that I referred those students to Toi in the past. Okay, so now, you want me to talk about the post-study work visa? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can do post-study, and Gloria, you can do the residence option. Is that okay to you?
Yeah. Okay. Now, basically, a lot of people just need to be aware that at the end of the day, you're looking for residence. And with the current policies, you're required to have local experience. Whatever experience that you have in the past in your home country would not count anymore, because now immigrations are making it even simpler. They just look at your qualification, either in New Zealand or overseas, and the most importantly, your work experience, your skill work experience in New Zealand. So choose your course carefully so that you would have an option to apply for a post-study work visa. And there are different types of post-study work visa. Some post-study work visa, like for example, master that these people has talked about, that after the master, you have 3 years open work visa, and this is open work visa. Open work visa means that you can do any job, and you can work any hours, and at any pay rate. It could be a lower than what is the normal median pay rate for a start, and which is fine, because sometimes you need that, because you need to get into the workplace, you need to get into the job market. Maybe because of your study, of your background, of your experience, after say 6 months, you get promotion very fast, and then you get to the medium wage, and this is where you need to have a medium wage in order to accumulate the skill work experience. If you have master, you have 5 points, and then you have 1 more years of skill work experience, you have 6 points, and then there you go. You get you're eligible to apply for your residence. This is very important. And the same with some of the graduate diploma level 7 or level 8 courses. Just choose carefully and make sure that, for example, if you want to do graduate diploma in ECE, you make sure that Once you finish, you apply for the 1-year work visa, 1-year post-study work visa. And for example, GD, it is a restricted work visa. Okay, so you can only work as a ECE teacher when you do the level 7 qualification. So consider that, and then if the budget does not allow you to do master, then do GD. But if the budget allows you to do master, go for master. So that is the best what they call that option. The reason open work visa is so important is because sometimes the employer want to employ you, but they look at their visa and say, oh, you only have 6 months left. They are not interested, and they're required to engage Immigration New Zealand. Whereas when you have open work visa, they don't have to engage Immigration New Zealand. Immediately they can employ you. Okay, so this is a very good options. Yep, over to you, Bharat.
I think I'll bring it to Gloria here. Gloria, you want to talk about residence pathways before we take it forward?
Yeah, but I guess Soon has covered most of it, the residence pathway. So it's
again.
Summarizing it. It's study, choose the course that you're going to study, because not all of the courses that you study may help you gain residence visa. So very important to counsel with regards to the choice of your study. It's very simple in New Zealand to get residence. You study the right course, then you work during the post-study work visa, then you're on your way to getting your residence visa, because you only need 6 points to get the residence visa. And then after having the residence visa for 2 years, you'll be eligible for the permanent visa, which is forever, right? You have a life that is way beyond the life that you are living in the Philippines. So that's just to summarize it. I mean, you can go through that specific there, Bharat, but in summary, that's how you get residence and permanent visa.
Thank you, Gloria, for that. I think, yeah, over to you, Sun. You want to add something?
No,
Okay,
that's all.
Yeah, if you look at this is the very important pathway. It's a very simplify everything in one page. Okay, if you look at if you have specific registrations, like if you have a CA registration or a doctor registration, that you get 6 points. Yeah, then you need to have a job. You need to have a skilled job offer from the employer, then you're there. So the most popular now is the 5 pointers, because you get your master degree in New Zealand, you get a master, say with Toi Ohomai, and immediately you get 5 points. And this is compared to so a lot of people want to say, okay, can I come here and work? Yeah, you can come here and work, but the thing is that you need 3 years work experience if you have a bachelor degree. And the problem is that, can you find a job, or can a job that lasts 3 years from employers and maintain at the medium wage? Okay, the longest times you spend on working to gain the skill work experience, the higher the risk, because New Zealand is a very small company, small economy. So I saw small economy, anything can happen. So try to shorten the time that you need to spend in order to get your residence. So invest a little bit more money, a little bit more time into master degree. 5 points, and then you just need 1 more years of skill work experience. And you are given 3 years of open work visa. So I'm sure of the 3, you can actually at least gain 1 year skill work experience in the 3 years. And that is the most popular one. And of course, some other people want to have go for postgraduate diploma or a graduate diploma or bachelor degree. But if you don't have a basic bachelor degree, it's okay. Go for the 3 pointers. To go for the bachelor degrees. I think Toi has a lot of options in the bachelor degree as well, and it's very, very affordable compared to universities, and it's recognized by NZQA. It's no different from the other degrees that from the universities.
I think What this on, I will start bring the questions. So I think I can see by the time you will go the presentation, people is answering all the questions, which I'm not happy, but yeah, that's fine. Okay. Going around with, I think we go with the first question. And again, everyone, you're welcome to put your question in Q&A box. So we will cover all the questions as much as possible the time permits. So from I think Shi Ying Te, and guys, correct me if I'm pronouncing your name wrongly, and apologize for that in advance. So she said, sorry, I forgot to mention previously, I would like to further studies to early childhood education, which is different from my degree course, BA Honors in Graphic Design. May I know that I do need to restudy degree course, or I can study for the master's course? Yes, you can. I believe we'll be adding all the answers together. Do you accept degree in Malaysia, or do I need to apply IQA report? No, you don't need every time. And also my course are all taught in English. May I know that do I still need to take IELTS test to pass English course? So Son, you want to go first, or should I go answer all the questions?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
So again, yes, you can study. You don't need to do bachelor's again. You can study master's or graduate diploma. So there are two options, or actually three options for becoming a teacher. You can do a graduate diploma, early childhood or ECE. You can do a graduate diploma, secondary education. You can do a graduate diploma, primary and secondary options, or you can do masters, which is as Toi. You have PG diploma option also. So depend upon the fees, depend on your budget. You can choose multiple options. You don't need to redo the bachelor's again. Now, all the postgraduate or master's or graduate diploma, any student from any background can join. And I believe, people, it's correct for the Masters in Learning Development with Toi also.
Yes, that's right. Thanks, Bharat.
Yeah.
For the Master of Teaching in Early Childhood Education, we accept a degree from any stream, and English is needed, 7 in each band, and we just have an interview in place just to make sure that you're well suited for the program.
Great. And then the IQ, again, it used to be the IQ was a requirement, but now there's no IQ required from most of the institution. It's made easier from the perspective of when you're becoming and going towards the teaching registration. So again, you're welcome to send your CV. Son and the team in Malaysia can help you to support the whole process. We'll go to Purvaneshwari Vishwanathan. I believe you're from Malaysia. Purvanesh from Malaysia would like to know if any scholarships is given to PhD students. I've got masters in psychology with a 3.91 CGPA. I'm working as a teacher at present with the work experience of about 30 years. So Purvanesh, PhD is actually a domestic fees charged for all the international students. So ideally what happens, there are two areas. If you go for a PhD, though Toi doesn't offer any PhD option for you, but there are universities which can offer the options. But PhD fees is between $8,000 to $10,000 per annum. And if the professor or the mentor or your supervisor likes your research area or synopsis, they can recommend what kind of scholarships, or we call it as grants, research grant you can get, which can cover your study and you can get options. But again, if you're a teacher from 30 years, I can tell you go for a teaching option that is much faster way. It may be a bit expensive, but if you want to continue with teaching, that's the best part to go in. If you are, because even still for becoming a teacher in New Zealand, you need a registration. PhD may not be useful if you are not teaching in the schooling area or early childhood. But if you are in a lecturer in a university, then yes, Masters of I think learning adult teaching is the course option. Or if you want to apply for PhD, you need to see what you've done in past in the research papers. So no, you want to add something on this?
Yeah, I think you have to be careful, because I don't know what's your age, because there's an age limit in terms of the SMC. So PhD would take at least 3 to 5 years to finish. So it's not worth doing it if your main objective is to look for migrations. So yeah, you can send us your CV, and then we can have a look and how we can move you on.
Yeah. So Purvanesh, you have raised a hand. If you are welcome to ask question, we can answer the question there. It's just we can't allow you to speak here. That's the only thing. But please, you're welcome to send an email to Son. Again, Son, Gloria, you can add your email IDs on the chat box. Please reach out to us. We are happy to do one-to-one discussions. for your further answers questions. Okay, there's anonymous attendee. Is there any opportunities of scholarship? I believe there are research grants offered by Tipokenga for Malaysian and Filipino or ASEAN market that has been newly announced for 2025. Is that correct, Bipin?
Yeah, that's right. So we have a good news for all these students from Southeast Asia, Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore included, Vietnam as well. So we have $3,000 scholarships for 2025 for anyone coming from Southeast Asia countries, Latin America, and the Pacific Islands.
Great.
So
Bipin,
don't miss out.
this seminar was primarily for ASEAN markets as Malaysia, Myanmar,
Right.
and Singapore and Philippines. Okay,
Right.
so going down to anonymous attendee again, do you have a face-to-face seminars for a few days which we can take and feel of the campus, or we just want to visit your campus when we visit in New Zealand as a tourist? See, I believe Gloria answered. You're welcome to visit. You can visit anytime. I think every institution can arrange a campus tour if you arrange it accordingly. It's just you have to pay the extra cost for that. Anonymous attendee again, what university in NZ that offer graduate studies in education that I can enroll and study online while in Philippines? See, again, if you're studying online in Philippines, that will not give you post-study work options. Just remember that. So if you're looking to come to New Zealand for post-study, then you have to study onshore. But if you just want to have online study option, there are few options, few institutions. I believe Toi Ohomai don't have that option of online study. Yeah, you are welcome to go to University of Auckland. They have Messi University which can offer the courses, but then again, that will not give you any post-study work options. The fees is same. You do study online or offline. There is no online discounted fees, except some institution in private. Now, can I get, as another anonymous attendee, can I get dependent visa for my children and husband if I apply for student visa? So soon you want to answer the question, or Gloria, you want to answer?
Yeah, I can do that. Okay, basically, if you want to bring along your spouse and the children, you must be doing master degree or a specific graduate diploma which is on the green list. So you have to be careful. Make sure that you choose the graduate diploma that's on the green list. But master degree is okay, any master degree. So what happens is that when you do those courses, you are eligible to bring your spouse on work visa, and your children will be dependent on your spouse's work visa. Okay, so we can help you to do that because we have a lot of students actually going this pathway. One person study, the whole family move on to New Zealand, and then later on they get their post-study work visa. The children will extend their visa as well. So it's a very, very good program if you do a master degree.
Great. Gloria, you want to add something here?
Yeah, I'd like to add something. So if the primary student is going to study masters, the partner or the husband can apply for the partner of a student visa holder, and they can work full-time. If you have kids, dependent kids, they can join with the husband's visa so that they can study, and they only pay domestically. So it's very important to consider, yes, it's a lot of money for master's degree, but weigh the option that the husband can work full-time. And it's not an expense, so think about it as an investment for your future.
Great, lovely. Now we have a question from anonymous in India. Let's compare with Toi Ohomai versus AUT. Now, if you compare in terms of courses and option, they have similar options, similar courses. But remember, AUT is a university, with Toi Ohomai is a part of Tipokenga. Both are government-owned. The locations are different. Depend what course you're looking and what options you're looking. I personally I'll say that depend on what kind of expectation you have. So if you personally ask me, both are spread campuses. One is city-based, one is in a regional part of New Zealand. But again, outcome, you are getting an outcome what is same at a similar level at both in New Zealand from New Zealand perspective. People choose university because they want to go back, want to say that, okay, I want people to be recognized as university. Yes, you're welcome to go in. But in terms of outcome, there's not a major difference, to be very open on that. But yes, there is always pros and cons of both the institutions. Is that correct, Bipul? If I'm politically correct here, I don't want to compare.
No, I don't think I think you're practically correct, not politically correct. It's absolutely right. I think it's both universities have their own strengths. It depends on the region you want to live in, and some of the qualification is not offered in Toi Ohomai, but AUT offers that. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, you just have to make an informed decision around the programs and the destination where you want to study. Yeah.
I can just add both all RBC members plus Gloria and so on. We all are very well aware of students going to Ohomai and AUT, and they know. I can say Philippines itself, we have students coming to Ohomai and AUT. I believe, and same from Malaysia. We have recently getting a lot of students moving towards those options. But again, there are a lot of institutions, guys. Just to update you. What's the success of postgraduate visa application? It can be done by anyone, and it is kind of, it tells them you are living on a legitimate basis in New Zealand. You have not failed anything. You have not done anything wrong. You have not worked in cash or all those kind of things. Post study work right or postgraduate work visas are not something government is taking away. Is that correct, Sun and Gloria?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, what we are telling you, you are eligible to it. Of course, when we say eligible, that you might miss the criteria as well. And most of the criteria will be very similar to what you have when you apply for a student visa. Like Bara says, so long as you are not doing something dodgy, something that you shouldn't be doing, like working more than the hours that you're not supposed to. So you know, and of course your attendance, make sure you graduate, make sure you have all your attendance, and don't a lot of people miss some of the classes and their study period is less than the prescribed, then you have problem. Yeah.
Great. So we have a question from Ma, and I'm a BSc or Bachelor of Science Psychology graduate, and I want to work in school or hospital in NZ. What course should I take? Now, are you looking to become a psychologist? If I'm correct, I believe people, there are not many psychology or applied psychology options at Toi Ohomai. Is that correct?
No, I think the closest we can get is the mentoring and leadership. It's kind of related to the psychology space, but not specific to psychology. So mentoring and leadership would be more in counseling or career counseling, or and being in that kind of roles. But
So,
something you can look into as an option.
Okay, so man, just to give you a heads up, there are psychology options in various universities. It can be postgraduate diploma in applied psychology or masters in applied psychology. It's just what we want to see is that what area you're looking in. It'll be great if you can share your CV with the team. I believe everyone has shared their email ID, or you can put in a CV to hello@rbs. We are happy to come back to you and review the whole case. It'll be easier. Now, this is from an anonymous attendee from Philippines. I have my own business here in Philippines. Already finished my master's degree in international tourism and hospitality management. What do be suited me to study in New Zealand? So Gloria, so you want to take first, or you want me to answer, or Bipul? Any suggestion from your end first?
Gloria?
You can practically study anything. Just send us your CV and you send us your CV and we'll discuss on the proper or the right course to study. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, we have to find out what your goal is, right?
Yeah,
and then we align the study course depending on your goals.
Correct. I think what Gloria says is very true, because it depends, because you want to have a work rights here. So you either come here to do a graduate diploma or a master degrees. Okay. And then also depending on your budget and on your age and on your goal, what you want to achieve. Then if you email us your CV, and Gloria teams will actually go through it and let you know what would be the best way forward for you.
I think I totally agree, and I believe people will agree also. You can choose any master in Toi Ohomai. There are a lot of people doing with applied management, or they've been I think international relations is there. So again, people, over to you. You want to add something here?
No, I think again I agree with what Gloria and Sonan you have said. Depends on your goals and what you want to achieve after completing the course. Just aligning, and also being, I think that's where the immigration advisors are very important part of your process. They can guide you, which would also give you more chance of getting a visa approval with immigration, because immigration would like to see a genuine intention to study that program rather than just having a tick in the box. So
Sure.
yeah.
Totally agreed on that. So again, this question from Clavel from Philippines. Clavel Alice Wade. I've graduated bachelor's from arts major in English literature, and I took diploma in professional education. I'm also graduating from this. Can I take masters of ECE despite my bachelor degree? Yes, Clavel, you can go for a master's in ECE. There is not an issue on that, because technically there is no requirement of bachelor in the same certain area in same area. So again, masters in teaching and early childhood, which is at Toi Ohomai, can be an option. That will be state. Again, if you can share the CV, team can send you the whole detail and process from Philippines, or we want to touch base with Gloria for separate discussion about full pathway. You're welcome to do that too. Anonymous attendee, I'm a master's degree holder. Can I do my PhD? Yes, you can do a PhD. You can do a double master's or triple master's. Again, depend upon the entry. Just to give you heads up to everyone, PhD applications can take between 6 to 9 months from a supervisor to get approved. So make sure that you all are kind of ready for that. And again, most of the time, students have to reach out to supervisor and mentor for a PhD application. But on an alternate way, you are welcome to apply for second masters also. There are certain masters which are not expensive, but again, we need to weigh and how fast you want to go and when you want to go.
Yeah, can
I
I add something here?
Go,
Okay.
go ahead.
I have clients and who have whole PhD and end up actually doing a graduate diploma in teaching as well, because she found out that with PhD it's very difficult to get a job, and she was probably in the area of educations in her PhD, but she decided to do another graduate diploma in teaching, which will give her the license, because here's PhD does not give you any teaching license. So yeah, there's a lot of options we can try.
So again, just for everyone, guys, just remember that when we were talking about this residence pathway, you need to get a work or a job after you reach 6 point. So job is a very important outcome or kind of pathway towards if you're looking for your residence pathway. So make sure that you get a job, and again, PhD, you still need to find a job in relevant area to apply for your residence pathway, even you reach 6 points. Coming down to Leah. So Leah, hi Bipul, do you have master's degree in business analytics? Bipul, I believe answer you may have, you may not have, but let me know if you don't have.
I think we have students who've done Master of Management by coursework in business field, and we have students who've got jobs as data analyst and being paid really well. So you can still do the Master of Management by coursework, and it's not specific to business analytics, but you can land up a job in those roles later on. Yeah.
Again, Leah, this is depend upon what is your previous qualification. If you've done a bachelor's in, again, say analytics or bachelor in IT and all, you can go into that areas. But yeah, so there are specific qualifications available, but you don't need to always go into the same area. Depend if your experience is there. I always say that if you have done one course already and you have experience, add another qualification, because you get double benefits here. Now, if you still want to go and core, there are options of business analysts. Please, if you can share the CV with a team in Philippines, they can give you options. But then, like people said, get multiple options rather than sitting in one option. Is Master of Management by thesis level 9 also have also 3 years postgraduate work visa? Yes. At the same time, when you see any course by thesis, you can work 40 hours full time while you study, and you can still bring your family while you're studying on their respective visa categories. So yes, it has a 3-year post-study work visa, postgraduate or post-study work visa. Anonymous attendee, is this job in our field certain if we fulfill the first category with 6 points? And if we accept job offer, is it certain it will be a professional field? Finally, how much investment we need to be initial settlement period? So Bipul, Gloria, or Sun, you want to answer? I can answer all questions, I don't mind. But over to you, Gloria, what you want to add here?
You're on the roll there. You're on the roll.
Thank
Actually,
you.
Yeah, Sun, correct me if I'm wrong. But when they have the points, the work that they have to undergo doesn't have to be related to the course that they studied. Is that your question? I think that's
Yeah,
the
see,
question.
again, the idea is that if you're getting, if you have to work in a skilled work area or skilled area where you're getting more than median wage, so you are into the options of getting extra 1 point for your work. So again, we just need to see what area, what field. You need a job for sure. You need a job with a certain category of certain salary, certain wages. Again, and if it's a skilled work area, why not? So what we suggest, if you are working as a teacher, you're finding a job in your area, you need a particular salary, or you need to work for 2 years in terms of teaching because it's in the green list tier 2. But if you're working, say example, in that manager position and you are paid 30 hours full time with a median wage which is $31.6 per hour and above, you're looking forward to apply for your residence pathway option. So you want to add on this?
Sorry, I missed that because I was attending to another meeting.
Yeah, so it says, if you see the post question was that is a job in our field is important, or it can be in any other field. And if you said the job
okay,
offer,
I can answer this. Okay, now the good thing is that currently in New Zealand, the new policy is that your job actually doesn't have to be related to what you study, but there's a requirement that it has to be suitably qualified. For example, you may be doing something totally different, but you have to gain the experience by the time that you are ready to do your application. Then, so long as it's suitably qualified, yes, because points for qualification and points for skill work experience doesn't have to be related.
Great, that's lovely. I think to the point. So going down to the question, I believe this is where people will be very nice. And again, this question is coming from Philippines. Are there any short courses offered in farming? Example, yes, there are. Depend on which country you're coming from. Here you go, Bipul.
Yes, thank you, Bharat. Yeah, we do offer a New Zealand certificate in primary industry skills in dairy farming. However, we just put not a stop, but a pause on that because immigration is kind of looking at the student visa pathway. But if it goes ahead, we will let you know. It's a 12 weeks program, which is for 3 months. And the opportunities have been excellent for jobs. So we have Filipino students who are currently studying this course, and we already have jobs lined up for them. So when the next intake is available, we shall let the RBS team know so you can apply for it.
Great. Now, if the question is coming from India, there is no options from Indian or in subcontinent student. Malaysia or Philippines or other ASEAN countries, there are certain options around that. And again, there are 1 year or 2 year horticulture or agriculture courses option available too. But again, if you're talking about short term, what people say 12 weeks courses is quite popular in Philippines. So it just depends on how you go. Great. I'm a past chef for more than 20 years. Is there any program that fit my profession? Thanks a lot. This is Ace. So Gloria or Soon, you want to add to this?
Okay, I tell you what. I have done one residence for a pastor. Okay, but the thing is that he came here to study something very different. He came here to study management, and I believe after he did his master in management, and he managed to get a job in pastoring. So pastoring is actually a considered skill experience, and then with the qualification here, it doesn't have to be related. As I mentioned before, you can still do you can still apply for residence, and he got it somehow. So yeah, possible you can do any other programs that talk to us, and then we'll give you the options to see which is more suitable for your situations.
I can simply say that there are some management courses people have taken in past.
Yeah.
Again, you're welcome to do that. Going on to I'm Abbas originally from Pakistan, currently working in Malaysia. I would like to know whether you accept the gaps in studies. If you, how many years? And secondly, what are the courses you guys are offering in interesting accounting and finance? So Abbas, the idea is that if you are not working, that's a gap. If you are studying, if you're working, that's not a gap we call after study. So if you studied in 2013 and you have 10 years of work experience, we don't consider it as a gap. So that you are actually working. Now, there are a lot of courses in finance and accounting, masters. You can work into it. Again, people, you want to add any particular courses on from the
So
Toi Ohomai option in
yeah,
accounting and finance?
well, we have a Bachelor of Accounting, so that's mostly suitable for the high school graduates. But we have a master and postgraduate diploma in management and coursework, which has got papers like finance for managers, change management, research. So depending on your previous qualification, either you can come for a degree or a postgraduate or a master's qualification in management that would complement your previous background. So yeah, these are the options at Toi Ohomai for now.
Great. We are going to again, Abbas. You're welcome to send the CV to the email ID hello@rbs. We can help you out with the various options. We do have some students from Pakistan applied visa in masters. There are some positive outcomes. Okay. How can we schedule one-to-one video call to get help choosing what master courses? Again, if you are anonymous attendee, I can't tell you which region you are from. So if you are from Malaysia, please email son.lim@rbs, or if you're in Philippines, there are multiple people. You can gloria.call, and so you would send us at hello. We'll recommend to the right person who you can reach out to. I'm looking to something in masters at high level. Will it be path for immigration? We have discussed this. Yes, there are opportunities available, depending on the course you choose. So another question from anonymous attendee: what courses has extensive artificial intelligence units? Now, people, I believe, Toi don't offer AI courses. So again, there are whoever is on the path, there are courses of AI in various universities. And at another Tipukinga unit, which is Unitech, there are options there. But then there are particular AI qualifications in either AUT, Victoria, University of Auckland. There are options, guys, for you. Please share the CV; it will be helpful to us. Everyone who's in the call, if you can share the CV, we are happy to come back to you with certain options. Now, this is a Filipino student who said he has a business. He has a business in event planning and coordination. See, again, if we talk about, we can go for a management options for you. Toi Ohomai, there are various applied management options. We can go into that area. Please share your CV with team. I'm putting, I think I'm putting the ID of Gloria. So if you have the option, then we can go around it. Okay, we are talking about few more questions coming in. What master courses have slots in demand job? Again, till the time we don't have a background, we will not recommend, because getting a course in demand doesn't help with the what you call the visa. So we need to manage or map your visa background, or your background with the visa outcome. So whoever is this, if you can send your CV, we can recommend you which courses are relevant for you and which courses will be good from a demand or job perspective. This is Patrice. I have a journalism degree. What master's program would you recommend? Bipul, over to you. Any options?
I think the Master of Management by coursework is more suitable for, even from your background. We have engineers, we got teachers, we got police officers who are doing the Master of Management. So it's more about the management skills you learn in the program, and that could possibly connect to your previous life experience and qualification. So for Toi Ohomai, that's the best option I can offer you. But if you're looking at a specific journalism masters, please talk to the RBS team.
Yeah. So again, for Patrice, you can Bipul said, again, if you have already done journalism, if you want to do it further, then again, you're welcome. There are courses available in likes of Unitech, which is a part of Tipukinga. Again, they have masters in communication or PG diploma in communication. But again, you can go for applied management or other areas, depending on what kind of jobs you're doing. So please share your CV. We can recommend which options are good and how you can take it forward. This is from anonymous attendee. Greetings. I would be in scholarship. I've got first class honors for my degree. My course is BA honors in furniture and product design. As a field, is there a demand in NZ? So soon, you want to add on this, or let me know who wants to jump in.
Yeah, specifically, we do not have a furniture industry in New Zealand, and so maybe you want to think about doing something like a management course, like but people say master in management will be good, because it will help you even if you want to pursue the same line in terms of trading or exporting. So yeah, I think management will be good, because management is cover most area, has a wider application in all industry.
Great. So one thing which I can add is that, the region where Toi Ohomai is that there are a lot of we call as wood manufacturing and the forestry companies. So there are certain areas which you can work in. So applied management will be a good option to go in. Again, like I said, there are relevant areas. You may not go into the designing of furniture, but then you're talking about wood manufacturing, forestry, again, land management. There are a lot of areas you can go into that. So we have Grace here. How much money will I spend if I apply for doctorate? Grace, you normally spend between $8,000 to $10,000 a year, depending on how long you finish your PhD. It can be 3 to 6 years. But again, depend are you eligible for PhD? Will be great to see that. You should have done some research work or research in your previous studies, or you have published some papers in that. Okay, this is anonymous attendees. With a 16 years experience at high school teacher in Philippines, I'm a 40-year-old professional holder of bachelor degree in Bachelor of Science in Secondary major THE since 2005, and master's degree in instructional technology in 2016. What scholarship opportunities in New Zealand could I avail? Is there any study now, pay later program in New Zealand? Will I be allowed to engage part-time jobs? What are the other guidance insights you can provide up for me? So who want to take it first? Gloria,
Okay.
the person.
Yeah, let me
It's a
answer
pretty good
this.
question.
Okay, basically you have we secondary school teacher is in demand in New Zealand, and there's a direct pathway. So what you need to do or consider is that whether you want to become here and train again, either on postgraduate diploma teaching in a secondary school, right? So you need to find, because whatever qualification or experience that you have in Philippines may not be applied, because when you are here, it's very different. Our school system are different. Our way of teaching in the schools are very, very different. So I would probably suggest that you want to look at getting either a postgraduate diploma or master in teaching with specialization in secondary school. So yeah, there are options. I think some people would want to downgrade to primary or ECE, but it's up to you. Yeah, and of course we can work part-time up to 20 hours a week while you study.
Great. What else is there? We got Anne Joe. How to register after MBS without doing houseman in Malaysia? What is the pathway for MBS from UM? Can do residency in New Zealand.
Okay.
So you want to answer? I can answer that
okay.
if you depend on you.
Okay, MBBS is not recognized in New Zealand, so you have to, if you want to be practiced as a doctor in New Zealand, you have to go through a New Zealand pathway. So yeah, I mean, simple as that.
Yeah, and the idea is that you can go to other options also, Masters of Health and other areas. You will get a 3-year post-study work option. It's actually 1.5 plus 4, 3 years, 4.5 years. You can actually cover your all the papers or a conversion program towards MBS if you can achieve that. At the same time, you can see other areas also where you can get some work options. So again, we always say depending upon you do your conversion, it still, because last part of your conversion is to be done in New Zealand itself or UK or Australia. So it'll be good to see what you want. You want an immediate movement, or you want to take a time and do all the work. So, and again, we did got some doctors who are doing masters of health in various institutions. Please share your CV with someone. It'll be helpful to guide you properly. I can see the questions are moving up. This is good. We have anonymous in ND. Do you have hiring a teacher there? I'm a licensed professional teacher in Philippines with 2-year classroom teaching experience, or do I need to study there first before working? So Gloria, you want to add on that?
Yeah, I can. So having a license in the Philippines as a teacher doesn't actually help you get a job in New Zealand to be a teacher, because they will hire teachers who are already in New Zealand. So it's best to consider studying further in New Zealand so you can become a qualified teacher in New Zealand.
Yep.
Sorry, I was dead, my bad. I realize the master's and PhD course in NZ is a way more expensive than UK for international students. Tuition fees is 3x more than local tuition fees in NZ. if I take diploma minimum, what level of diploma would I entitled? What I entitled to enter to work in New Zealand or entitled to see diplomas at a diploma level 5, 6, 7, depending on if they're not in green list, you may not able to work. But at the same time, if your qualification, you've done a master's in your home country or you've done a postgraduate, going for a lower level diploma will be not easy to get a visa. So again, if you have your CVs, if you can share us, we can recommend you. Now, PhD is cheapest option in terms of less expensive option than anything else. But yeah, there are masters with low fees also. So depend on your CV, it will be helpful to know where you are and how you are. We can go in again, guys. If you're raising the hand, it may not help me. If you can put your questions in the chat box, it will be helpful. So I'm from Philippines and I've applied student visa in Australia last 2021, but I was denied. I wouldn't relodge my application. Would it be hindrance if I apply in New Zealand for student visa? Which I believe, Gloria, I've done a visa recently with a decline from Australia, and there is no hindrance. So, guys, this is a very common issue. New Zealand immigration doesn't have any hindrance if you have got rejected or declined from previous country, but you have not been deported from that country. Simple as that. So, Gloria and Soon, you want to add into this?
Yeah, it just depends on the reason for the refusal. So always address the reason for the refusal when you apply for a visa to New Zealand or even Australia. But I believe Australia is very difficult. So if you have a previous student visa refusal, none or very few of the institutions, the educational institutions, will accept your enrollment. So yeah, we can assist you with the visa to study in New Zealand, and it doesn't stop you. Won't stop you.
Great. And this will be last question, if I'm not wrong, for today, which is nice. This is from, okay, we've got another few questions. So guys, we will be not answering a lot of questions after last 8-9 minutes. It will be great because panelists have to leave for the meetings. So this is Jamar. I have a bachelor in elementary. I have bachelor in elementary education. Do you offer masters in special education? People, do you want to add into this?
Okay, I think I don't know about Toi. I think some university actually offer master in special education. So you just email us, send us your CV, then we can actually help you. Yeah.
Great. This is anonymous attendee wishing you. I think we have answered this question already. Arvind, I've completed a Bachelor of Architecture from Curtin University, Australia. Is there any university provide masters in architecture? So, Harvinder, yes, there are universities offering Masters of Architecture, Master of Construction Management, Master of Landscape and Urban Design. Construction or quantity surveying or landscape, construction and quantity surveying are in the green list. So if you can share your CV, and we have to better let us know the location where you are. There are opportunities which you can be covered. I believe in Toi Ohomai, the option may not be there for architecture. Is that correct, people? I know. Sorry, people, I'm just trying to answer as soon as.
No, I think we have the option, but not in master's level. It's New Zealand diploma in architecture. Yeah.
Agreed. I know the level, it's the level 6 qualification,
yes.
if I'm not wrong.
That's right.
Yeah. So Romel, my name is Romel is 53-year-old civil engineer from Manila, Philippines. I'm still can migrate to NZ. See, Romel, you are the skilled migrant category of residence pathway. 55 is the it's the what you call the cutoff time. So you are welcome to come and study. I think you have very less time to migrate again. I leave it to Gloria and Son to answer this question in the best possible way.
Okay, what happened is that you can actually see whether you can swap with your spouse. Okay, I have a client that's 55 years old, and she knows that she won't have any opportunity to migrate, but because her spouse is actually younger, and while she was studying, and the spouse would get a work visa, and then after her studies, she will get 3 year post-study work visa, and the spouse will get another 3 years. So in fact, her spouse would have 4 or 5 years in New Zealand to look for the opportunity to migrate. Once the spouse landed a skill job with the skill experience, then yeah. So there are alternative ways. Sometimes we have to think outside the box.
Great. We'll go down to, I can't say Samsung, is it? Somebody is anonymous, is joined from phone. May I know if we need to pay the course fee in lump sum, or we can pay monthly, or what about the accommodation on campus? So the fees is to be paid after the visa has been approved in principle. You have to pay 1 year full. There is no monthly installment. Now, there are opportunities of accommodation around campus. I don't know if on-campus accommodation is available at Toi Ohomai.
Not at the moment, but we can help you with accommodation. That shouldn't be a
Yeah.
problem.
That's lovely. So again, for everyone, the fees in New Zealand is paid after your visa is approved in principle. You are welcome to pay a fees in advance, but again, it is not mandatory as per the requirement of visa you are following in. Now, as this anonymous attendee is level 7 NZQ assessment result both for my bachelor and postgraduate diploma is enough for me to apply a teaching position in NZ. Now, if you're applying for a job in NZ, again, you need to have a registration of New Zealand. But if you're applying for a course to study in NZ, assessments are not required nowadays, IQA. But again, if you've done it, there is no problem. That is good enough to go towards your master qualification. This again, anonymous attendee. If I have a master's in Malaysia, would I be entitled to move to NZ? Yes, Sun said mentioned earlier also. If you can share your CV, we can tell what are the options. We just need to make sure that the age criteria is met also. Anonymous attendee again, if my boyfriend has been working, I believe BF is a boyfriend, have been working in NZ for more than 5 years, how high are my chances to me to apply for a work visa? So Sun and Gloria, it's a partnership category without marriage.
Yeah, I think you probably don't want to waste time. You just send us an email and then we'll answer you. Yeah.
Okay, done, guys. I think we have done all the questions. It is appreciated for everyone joining for so long, and thank you again, Bipul, Gloria, and Sun, for giving a good enough 1.5 hours with us, and hope we get a good conversion out of it. Any last message you want to put, Bipul, to all our people who are joined or who are there?
Again, it's my privilege. Thank you for having me here today. And I wish you all the best. You're in the best hands possible with Sun and Gloria and Bharat. Talk to the team, do your research, and I wish you all the very best in whatever the future brings for you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, and hope look forward to seeing you soon, either in Philippines or Malaysia or here. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you so much.